If I'd have gotten these out soon enough, I'd have tried to cut one open and fry it up. What's up, my fellow reptile freaks? About 2 weeks ago, it's about a day before I was going out of town, I had a snake lay eggs. Up to that point, she had been constantly on the warm side, which is, for this one, it was kind of unusual, so I figured there was something going on, and she had swelled up quite a bit. And also, she wasn't eating as much. Like I think the past 2 meals I offered her, she didn't take. Yeah, she was thermoregulating quite a bit and was staying on the hot side. Anyway, she laid eggs. What eggs she did have, they looked like they were slugs, so I decided just to leave her alone until I got back in town. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks now. It's time to get in there and clean this thing out, because some of the slugs she's kicked out, it looks like there's about 40 slugs on either side of the cage she's pushed out as she's moved around. They're all slugs. Like, these eggs start off kind of like a creamish color, not quite as large as a fertile egg, and over time they'll kind of solidify and harden, and they're like this. They kind of ooze like this. They're kind of greasy when you squeeze them. It's kind of nasty. She's 6 years old. Again, never been paired with anything. Platinum motley. Interestingly, I have a couple of my snakes have laid eggs. I've got one that I hatched out a few years ago. A hypo. What is this thing? A hypo green. She laid eggs the other day, and I think she's like 4 years old. I lose track, but she laid eggs. I've had other snakes lay eggs that haven't ever been paired with anything. I do have one snake I have bred, produced eggs with her, I don't know, 40 or 50 babies. After that initial pairing, since then she's laid 3 clutches. 1 egg out of each clutch, of 2 out of those 3 clutches, I incubated and hatched out, and they're like a carbon copy of their mom. Looks just like mom. Both white platinum females, and one's about 12 feet or so, and then the other one's really tiny, super tiny for a mainland reticulated python. This thing is just as small as any dwarf or super dwarf you see from these designer breeders that produce these fancy locality specific snakes. So it kind of anyway, I don't want to get into that, you know, jumping off of that subject, but we're going to get in here and try to clean the cage out and maybe lift her up a little bit and see what's inside her coils, if there are any eggs left, and possibly get her out of the cage. Normally she likes to come out of the cage when I'm in here and cruise around, but she's been like, you know, she'll stay in this position for 3 months, which is the incubation period for the retics, roughly 3 months. I think 85 days. She'll stay like this until something hatches, you know. So anyway, we're gonna get to it, guys. It's that oil I was talking about. It's like grease. It's got like the texture of vegetable oil to me. Yeah, guys, I don't see any more. I don't see any more eggs. Okay. All right, we're gonna try to get her out of here and just get her soaking. All right, girl. No more eggs, honey. It's like you're in a shed, too. Come on. Let's get you soaked, big dog. Come on. This is a snake that normally doesn't like to soak. So, come on. Get in there. Yeah, there goes the paper. Oh. Yeah, forget it. All right, you guys, so that's it. Everything went pretty well. I didn't have any good eggs, but that's all right. It would have been pretty cool to have another Partho viable egg that I could try to hatch out. Anyway, we got her back in. She did really well, considering it's her first clutch of eggs, and I was able to handle her and get in there by myself. Probably, she's deep in shed right now, so we'll give her, once she sheds out, then hopefully she'll shed within a week, and after we get that next skin shed out of her, we'll feed her up, pump her up with some food. Give her a couple rabbits or a couple chickens, or a couple rabbits and a couple chickens, whatever I can dig out of the freezers. So, all right guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye now. See if I can pop open one of these eggs without making a mess. It's like this creamy, gooey stuff in here. It's kind of crystallizing. It's got like the consistency of a Cadbury cream egg. Those candies that pop up around Easter time every year. Or like honey. A little thicker than honey, maybe molasses. What it smells like. Don't really smell like anything. If I'd have gotten these out soon enough, I'd have tried to cut one open and fry it up.